trying something I have yet to do with a live Facebook video. What is it? So here's what I'm trying today. I have such a strong morning practice. I'm super deep in it. And usually at the end of that practice, I post the thing that I'm going to post on social media, which also means that I read the messages on social media. Hi to the 3 people that are live. Who's here? Say hey. I don't see who shows up until you comment and say hi. So say hi. So you're in the inside of my morning practice with me, basically, because I turned my phone on in this moment to go live without doing my post or checking the messages or seeing what happened overnight when I was sleeping or anything like that. And it feels yummy. Like all of these downloads were streaming in my meditation this morning that I was like, I'm going live in this beautiful space with these beautiful women, and you're coming to the inside. Hi to the 7 people that are here. Say hey so I see you. How are you feeling today? I'm also going to just come to the Facebook group so to make sure I don't miss any comments, because sometimes I don't see them coming through the phone. Hey, Heather. See, I'm not even seeing the comments. I see it here, but I didn't see it on the phone. So I'm really glad that I chose to have the computer next to me. And Heather's an awakened genius just from seeing the post before we even get into it. Yes, that's how you know. Elisa, hi sister. Hi Gianna. Oh my gosh, this is such a party. I just got so excited. Hey Maggie. Yum. Sydney. Okay, now the comments are coming through. Leo, so excited. I had a beautiful morning meditation this morning. Sending love. Great. Beautiful. Okay, taking a sip of my green juice and then we're gonna flow. Okay, welcome. Hi, I am getting super filled with life force, excitement to pre-launch what's coming. I'm not releasing the name yet today, but this live is going to be a welcome to the energy, right? Like a welcome into the space. And here's what I want to land. You do not need another training, another certification, another person to tell you that you are good enough to do the thing that you want to do. And I'm going to share all the things. I'm going to share my story around that. I'm going to share all the downloads around it. But that's the main thing, is that I want you to know that you do not need another thing that's going to bring that magic fairy dust and be like, okay, here you go. Now you can step into your power. Now you can channel. Now you can give. Now you can show up the way that you want to in the world. At least I want all the deets about this course. I'm so excited about it. You can feel it in me. It's like, Okay. So, how many of you here have told yourself that you can't say what you want to say, or guide what you want to guide, or coach who you want to coach because you're not trained enough, you're not certified enough, you're not experienced enough or knowledgeable enough? And I know most of you in this space are already leaders, you're already coaches, you're already doing the thing, right? You're already bringing yourself online. And yet, where is that piece where you don't allow yourself to express, to go into, to support, to guide the people that you know you want to guide, because you are stuck in the coding that we've picked up that says that you need to do this thing over here that's going to give you the permission. Oh my God, this was my pain point in MMA. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the big pieces that people move through in Magnetic Mentor Academy is like, whoa, oh, I have permission to speak about what I want to speak about. I have permission to talk about sensuality, even though I'm not a sensuality coach yet. Or I have permission to talk about relationship, even though I haven't been a certified relationship coach, right? Sydney, this has been major for me. I keep affirming this to myself and I feel the resistance. Yeah. So here's the thing. We have been coded and seeded and told that we don't have the answers. And so basically, like, my journey and the journey that I am here to support you with and take you on is the journey of reawakening your inherent genius and your power that lives within you, the codes that live within you, so you feel the confidence to be that expert that you think the training is going to give you. Now, I'm not saying that trainings are bad or like don't do a training if you want to be certified in something. Do everything that you want. Take the courses, do the trainings, do all of the things that you need to feel like your nervous system is relaxed enough. But I want you to know that your life is a living, breathing system, oracle, wisdom maker. And you're awakening, the journey that you're taking yourself on to awaken your body, to awaken your sexuality, to awaken your heart, to awaken the way that you relate in relationships, the way that you date, the way that you are with women, like your whole awakening journey to love your body, to love yourself, like all of the things is your code, is your wisdom, is your power. It's your power. Your awakening journey is your power. And you haven't been taught that. You've been taught that, like, you have to go get training or get power over here by someone doing it for you. But no one's going to tell you that you have enough to really share what you want to share and be the person that you want to be, but you. Is this landing? I want to know. Let's see. I'm just catching up on your comments. By the way, this is, I mean, the power and the soul frequency that I feel right now is so strong and it's so wild. I just remembered that pretty much, I mean, I made posts yesterday in this group, but pretty much my last like big share was super, super vulnerable. And one of the things that's really fascinating that I've learned in this journey of sharing myself is that, like, I'm gonna have days, I'm not gonna be that like deep vulnerable every single day with every single thing, right? There's gonna be like always my transparency, always my authenticity. Like if you ask me any question in this moment or whatever's streaming through and channeling through me in this live stream is going to be the truth. But in terms of like that post that I made about my skin and my health and like that was really fucking deep, and that took me a journey of emotional processing and it just like a really deep release night to get to that place. And then after that place I had a day of like, whew, like, okay, like that's intense to share that piece. And then what I've been experiencing for the last 48 hours is like this rush of power and of energy and of soul frequency into me and like this deep integration. And so part of the magic of showing up online and leading people online through your own awakening, through your own journey, is that it also helps you integrate those pieces. It also helps you release the things that you don't need to release anymore. And one of the things that I like to say is that when you're getting a download, or when you're getting an awakening, when you're getting something in your system that is that's moving through you, like it's either a download or a message, or it's a pain or a challenge, and then you move through it, or you get help or healing around it, right? Like those moments, when expressed, help integrate the thing. Your creations in the world, the programs that you make, are also helping you integrate the thing. I can't tell you how many times, like all of my programs that I have were me integrating those codes into my life, like grounding them into my DNA, like they are me. So for example, when I was launching Letting Him Rise or Sex Goddess, it's like I was experiencing those things. I was fully receiving the integration of those codes while I was creating it. And then as I was launching it, those integrations were like locking in my system as part of me, as who I am. This is like high magic. Like that's why this space of the online world and like online business, it's like so business, but it's so much more than that. It's high magic, and gosh, like stepping into your power around your awakening, right? And you know, the whole journey of like, I am not trained enough and I need that was so part of my journey. I can't tell you how many coaches, how many people that I've brought that exact thing to, until I learned that it wasn't about that. Like the training of the wisdom that I want to teach, whether that's around relationship, around online business, around all of these pieces, sexuality, the deepest way that I'm going to be able to transmit my soul's message is to be an embodiment of the message. Right? To be in active communication with the channel and with what is streaming through me. And I can totally do trainings and certifications, but it's not that thing that's actually going to activate my genius for online business. Because genius for online business comes, like your genius for making a lot of money and serving a lot of people in the online business does not come from a training. Let's just make that clear. It does not come from a training. Yes, a coach will expand you, like all of you. I've worked with so many people, I've taken so many courses, but at the end of the day, it was not that thing. It was not the training. It was the part of me that said, I am going to show up independent of any of that. I don't care if I don't have a coach yet. I don't care if I can only buy a $200 program right now. That's not going to give me everything, but it's going to give me something. I'm going to show up anyways. I'm going to commit to my vision of who I am and what I'm here to teach and share anyways, even though I'm still having things in my brain that's like, are you an expert? Are you good enough? Did you do enough training? I'm still going to show up and do it because I can, because I am leading myself through that experience. And I'm having an embodied experience of my own power around said thing, which gives me all of the worth, all of the ability to show up and be powerful in that message, independent of whether I had some like thing, right? And I see so many people who actually have the thing, but then they don't have the skill to translate that thing in the online space, to translate that thing to becoming a soul message. Because here's the thing, people don't need information. Like, raise your hand here right now, even though I can't freaking see you. I want to see you. Even though I can't see you, raise your hand if you need more information. No, like you can find information in a book. You don't hire people for information. You very rarely, at least. Sometimes you hire people for information. Most of the time, you hire people for soul frequency. You hire people for their own embodiment. You hire people because of what they've been through in their experience and in their life, that then they've learned to alchemize and bring into a higher dimension for themselves. They've learned to somehow surpass either a health challenge or body image stuff or codependency or scarcity or not getting anyone in their courses, like they've or depression or anxiety or whatever it is, they've somehow through their own experience, and that might have included a training and it may have not, right? They've come into this new space. Now, again, like I really want to land that this is not about not getting the training. Like I've been looking for the aligned tantra training. I still haven't found it. Teachers that like really, really, really I want to learn from in person. But I'm always learning. We're always learning. We're always growing. On this journey, we always want to have more information because we want to serve. We want to serve ourselves. We want to serve our partners. We want to serve our clients in the world. And so we're always going to be wanting to build on our wisdom, to build on the part of us that just has so much. It's like we're filling our vessel. We're filling our vessel with information. But that doesn't replace opening our vessel to receive the downloads that we are here to receive and give. Like, if you're here, I am very certain that you feel that something, somewhere, whether it's your higher self or God or spirit or whatever it is, love, talks to you, speaks to you, gives you your next steps. You wouldn't be in this group if you didn't hear that message. Like everything, something is guiding you. And it's not just your mind. Because you wouldn't be in a group called sensual leadership if it was just your mind. Some part of your body, your higher self, your soul, your essence is guiding you, is speaking to you and through you and with you. And getting in touch with that part of you and putting your power into that is what brings you success, is what brings you the people, is what brings you abundance, because you're listening to your actual code. Is this landing? Is this landing? Sydney, my highest self keeps telling me you're everything you ever need. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's like, but it's such a paradox, right? Because here's the thing. If we believe I am the only thing I ever need, and so I'm going to push away help, I'm going to push away support, I'm going to push away this person or this coach or this program because I can do it myself, but then we stay stuck, well, that doesn't work. Or we stay plateaued, like we stay at 2K months or 5K months or whatever it is. Like we stay plateaued because we're not willing to then take the next step that, yes, we already have it. We are already coded with it, but other people give us information that access it, that allows us to access the codes that we already have within ourselves. Okay, it's landing. Doo, 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 doo. Yeah. So, just recenter. What are you not giving yourself access to? Like it's either you're not giving yourself access to hear a message, or you're hearing the message but you're not actually listening to it, or you're listening to it, but you're not actually moving it. Like you're not actually birthing it because you can't actually, like that usually our problem is that something comes in, but then it immediately goes into our brain, and we cannot trust our subconscious mind. We cannot trust our mind to help us access our highest power and our genius self and the part of us that is abundant and free and in love and wet and juicy and excited about life. Like we cannot we cannot filter things through our subconscious mind and then or our mind in general and then expect results. We have to learn how to work with and train our mind through our body. And we have to know how to identify what the fuck is bullshit, what the fuck is fear, what the fuck is our childhood trauma, what the fuck is the part of us that's keeping us small, the part of us that doesn't want us to have power, to rise, to really see ourselves in that. Because look, for me to be here in this video, channeling this through, I have to actually be witnessing myself I am a mirror to myself right now, seeing my it's such a multi-dimensional experience to be seeing yourself embodied in your power and your code and allowing that to come through, because it's like full calibration, like full alignment, right? And that's really the piece that we're really looking for, is that full alignment to ourselves. And yes, a training can do that, but a training is not going to do that. You see the difference? Does that make sense to everyone? Sophia, can you please explain what is the code that you mentioned? So I believe that we are first coded unconsciously through the collective. We have received codes from the collective that keep us small, that keep us out of our power, that keep us out of our pleasure, that keep us out of our expression, that keep us out of our fullness. We have all been coded for that we have to go to school and go to the 9-to-5 job and like look pretty and like get married to one person. I'm not saying any of this is wrong. If you love your 9-to-5 job, there's nothing that's wrong, but we do have to realize that we have what we have been coded for, so that we can decode the things that are not real, not true to our actual design, our soul essence, so that we can recode who we want to be. And in that recoding process, right, where we're aware of the programs that are not real, like you need to do a training in order to be successful. You can be successful when you choose to be successful, really. You don't need anything besides yourself and the commitment, right? And so when we choose that we want to encode the collective, like we've been coded and then we decode, and then we want to actually encode the collective, which means that we want to open up our vessel, open up our body, open up our life, open up our channel, open up our mind, open up our third eye, open up our intuition, open up our pussy, to receive information, to receive wisdom. Like if you journal, right? If you write in a journal and like you start writing and you're like, oh, today was so shitty and I felt crappy, and then like all of a sudden this wisdom starts coming through. Who's had that experience where it's like all of a sudden it's like, girl, you know what you need. Here's the thing, wake up with the sun, or whatever it is. You get the wisdom because you allowed yourself to open yourself to receive. Now, the thing that most people do then is they just either receive it for themselves, or they don't actually take it as truth, or they don't fully believe or listen to themselves when they're getting the message. And most people do not take that message and know that this is something that the collective needs, or that my ideal client needs, or that I am meant to share. That is not meant to die within me or be kept trapped in me. Like, here's the thing, like, once you realize, like, the things that you're talking about in your life with your family or your friends or your client, your innermost circle, like, those are the things that the people of the world are wanting to hear as well. Though, like, and everything that happens to you in your life, whether it's a breakout on your face or it's whatever it is, that is bringing you a message. It's always bringing you a message. So for the people that are like, I don't know how to make content, or like, I don't know what to write every day, it's because your channel's not open. You're not allowing yourself to receive the message and know that you have something to give, that you are a genius. That you are a genius. That you are a genius. You're not allowing yourself to receive that you are a genius through the experience that is moving through you. And how many people type, I am a genius, if you are ready to reclaim that part of yourself? I am a fucking genius. I am a fucking genius. Say it with me. I am a fucking genius. And you can't say an affirmation without feeling it. So feel it in your gut. Like, can you even, like, clamp your pussy muscles and feel it in your pussy? Like, I am a fucking genius. When we awaken our sexuality, we awaken our power as well. It's like, it's this work is so interwoven. You can't awaken your power in one place. Well, you can, but like, you have to work at it at all angles. I'm gonna read your comments. Sophia, did that land for you? Janine, I have gathered all kinds of information and wisdom, but I haven't been birthing and embodying it with my vessel as much as I want. So landing, Ashae. Yay! Yeah. And that's the thing, is like, it feels so good because, once again, it's the full process, right? In the full process, we're open, we're decoding what's not real. We're open, we're receiving, we're moving it through. It's like this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous circle of giving and receiving. Because the thing is that it wouldn't work. I'm not talking about just channeling, just giving your message. I'm actually talking about channeling and giving your message and getting paid for it. Because you know what? If you're just like this, what's going to happen? I'm not receiving anything back. I'm just like this. Eventually, it's fucking exhausting. It's fucking exhausting to give and to not receive anything back. And it's not that it has to be one for one. Like in relationship, it's not like, here, I fixed your door so you can kiss me. Whatever. It doesn't work like that. However, there's something magical, mysterious, and profound that happens in the universe when you go, I give and I'm willing to receive. I give and I'm willing to receive. I give and I'm willing to receive. I give and I have to receive. I give and I have to receive. I give and I have to receive. I give and I am receiving. I give and I am receiving. I give and I am receiving. I give and I have been received. Ah, I give and I have been received. That is the full cycle of awakening too. It's like the awakening that happens within you. Let it sit without giving and receiving in return. That might be some people's journey, but if you're here, it's likely not. if you're here, it's likely that the thing that is awakening within you wants to be used. And that doesn't mean that because you, for example, my skin was breaking out and I shared that vulnerably in this group. It doesn't mean that I have to be a skin coach or a health coach. It just means that what is moving through my system, what I'm receiving, what my life is bringing me, the downloads that I am receiving are informing my work, are informing the way that I give, the way that I show up, are informing my being, my power, right? We have some geniuses in the house. I'm curious, did any of you do that with me when I just did that? Like that piece where I'm giving and I'm receiving, I'm giving and I'm receiving, I'm giving and I'm receiving. I've never done that before, but that felt fantastic, and I encourage you to do it as a practice. Maybe I should put that in my new course. Oh gosh, this feels good. And this is my like excitement party for the new course that is launching. And I'm not sharing the name of it yet because I still have to make the sales page. I've written the whole sales page, but I haven't put it online yet. And I don't know if I'm going to do it today. I'm going to most likely do it today, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to finish it today. But I'm so excited about it. Thank you for celebrating with me right now. I wrote it all down to use in my next practice. Amazing, Sydney. Yes. I felt it too. I had to write it down. Yes. 18 powerful, gorgeous women in the house. That feels so good. Do you like my boobs up there? That was more Ashae for you to see at the part of me that's like that's the thing, you get to see it all because it's all like, you want to become magnetic, bring your fucking soul out, bring your essence out, don't hide anything, it's all part of it. That's part of this piece, and that's why it's not just about the training, because the training doesn't support you in actually learning how to translate your soul into a video or a post or an email, does it? Like, how do you take that thing and move it out? How do you find that confidence to move it out? It's the internal energetic work, it's the emotional work, it's the sexual work, it's the part of you that commits. It's everything that we're going to be doing in my next course. So, I'm curious who's excited. Okay, I'm just going to land a little bit of it. I'm not going to land the name, but what I am very, very excited about is, okay, so the first course that I ever launched, which was now about 5 years ago, which, by the way, I was never going to do, but I hired my first coach, which is a whole story that I'm going to be sharing inside of the course about this first enrollment call on the day when we do enrollment call stuff. I'm going to be sharing with you that story. But anyways, I hired my first coach and I was like, I can't make a program. Like, first of all, I'm living at my parents' house. I was super young. I was like, I'm living at my parents' house. I'm too young. I have nowhere to film. If I do make any videos, it's going to be like dark and like in a closet, basically. Yeah. And I just felt so like, how can I offer something in the world? How can I offer a course? But because the only courses that I had taken at that time were like so perfectly created. If you know Layla Martin, you know that like her work is so fucking beautiful. Like her backgrounds are amazing and like everything is just so well produced that I thought that everything had to be like that. Now that I've taken many, many, many online courses, I know that that's not the case. Like, you can be literally in your car making a video. It doesn't matter as long as the codes are being transmitted, the things are being received, and the activations are happening. It actually doesn't matter what the the perfection of the lighting, the perfection of all of these things, right? It really doesn't. What was I saying? Oh my gosh, someone remind me. Okay, I remember, but I just need to drink more. So I'm drinking celery, cucumber, green apple, and ginger and lime, and it's so good. Okay, so here's what I was saying. The first course that I ever launched was called the Sexy Self-Care course. And it was a 28-day course that every single day for 28 days, everyone got a new self-care ritual. Everyone got it was a self-care ritual, an affirmation, and a recipe, and a journaling practice. So it was like every day for 28 days, this powerful journey, right? And I've launched many, many, many courses along the way and in the path, right? Hold on. I knew this, but needed to hear this magic right now. That's the secret, is that we always know, but it doesn't mean that we don't need to hear it from someone else, have support from someone else, buy someone else's thing. Like, it's like, I can't tell you how many courses I've been in where like there's a part of me that's like, oh my gosh, I knew that, but I needed to hear it in the specific way that that person was encoding me with, right? So, okay, anyways, so the course was a 28-day sexy self-care course. Every day there was a new self-care ritual, and I loved having the women inside do something new every day. So it was like a commitment for a month to do something new every day, whether that was a meditation or listening to an audio or whatever it was. And I've launched so many courses throughout the years, 3 months, 4 months, 1 month, 7 days, and I haven't launched an every day you get a thing course in a long time, and I'm doing it again, and it feels so activating because to be in a group of women who are showing up for themselves in such a powerful way and going through a day-by-day journey together, committing to a day-by-day journey together to grow their online business, to grow their ability to be the channel, to receive money, etc. I mean, it's like fucking heaven. It's like, Rachel, wow, that looks and sounds so yummy. Oh, you're talking about the juice, but I'm gonna pretend that you were talking about the course because that's what my brain receives, so I'm gonna let my brain have fun with that one. And don't forget to make yourself laugh when you do the things that you know you need to do. It's way better. It's way better. Okay, let me see. I wrote down so many notes this morning in my meditation. I just want to see if I want to share any of them with you before I leave. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep it saved. But anyways, it's like basically the course that I'm Oh, well, that happened. Hey. I don't like when that happens. Stay focused and yeah. I just moved rooms in my house actually. So I'm creating a new bedroom flow for myself right now. It's feeling really, really, really so good, but I'm still figuring out the filming stuff. Kimberly, the course sounds so delicious. Yeah, it's gonna be really incredible. And honestly, I'm giving you everything, like all of the tools that I've learned over 5 years of making money online through being an open channel. And yeah, it's going to be filled with like the practical stuff, like the actual sales techniques and tools, and the actual like where, like how to fucking sell, because ultimately we're always selling. Like everything that we do is selling. Every message that we write, every post that we make is because it's building trust, it's building connection, it's building the reservoir, right? And that's why when you, it doesn't mean, so when you do have a business for longer and you're consistent with it, it's easier and easier to make a lot of money, to make more money, because you've been building that trust over time and you've been showing up. That doesn't mean that you need 5 years or 3 years or whatever it is to create your income goal at all. And actually, like, I mean, the way that I always create courses is like, if I had this however many years ago, yeah, it would save me a lot of time and energy. It would save me a lot of time and energy. That's part of where I create from. So anyways, yeah, the whole goal is that you're getting paid for your awakening. Honestly, that you claim your desire for pleasure and for money, that you claim it, because you can serve more when you are full, right? And so when you claim that and let go of the shame, just like the work to let go of your sexual shame, you have to let go of your money shame, your desire for money, you have to do that work. Then you get to be paid for being you, for going on your awakening journey, through learning your lessons. Like, what is better than that? That ultimately, that's what I want. I want this whole world. Like, I want the people that are doing the good, deep inner work to be motherfucking paid. There, we said it. I want the people who are doing the fucking good, deep inner work, that are showing the fuck up for it, to be paid, because you deserve it. I get paid for my awakening. Yes. Okay, I'm writing that down as part. I'm making a manifesto for the course. I get paid for my awakening. Yep. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Love that. All right. Loves, thank you for joining me live. It feels amazing to have you all in this space. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I shared? I'm totally, completely here for it, for you. There are 18 of you that are still here live. Party. And I'm here for it. So ask me a question if you want before I hop off. Wow. I have 38 notifications on Facebook. I have 6 messages. I have all these friend requests. It's because I haven't checked yet. I told you, if you were here in the beginning, I said I came on live without checking anything from the moment that I went to sleep last night, or I turned my phone on airplane last night, until this live. I haven't checked anything, and it's like, yes, that cycle feels so good. My flow. Thank you a lot, Ashae. It's so powerful. Yay. You're so welcome. I have like a piece of the juice like got stuck in my tooth, so I'm gonna go take it out. I think it got out. Use you as my mirror. Kimberly, brand new to launching a business. I'm aligning and refining my vision and creation. Will this course be for me? Yep. No, you don't need more of a foundation. It will give you all of the deep foundational pieces that you need, because the way that this course is designed is that it's for someone that is just starting out, or someone who already has a business but that's wanting this frequency and this way of of doing it. And it's like the feminine way, the way of beingness, the way of receiving the code. And so it's you get to make money in your business through being yourself, through this course, no matter what stage you're at, it will work. And like, we have to learn the things over and over again as well. That's another thing. It's like, no matter how far along you are in your business, you always have to go back to the foundations anyways, right? Yeah. And in the first video that we do in the course, I'm going to give you my top 5 things that I do every single day to push my business along. And you need these as an entrepreneur, whether you are just starting or 10 years down the line, because it's like they are the thing. There's very little that you actually, it's so tricky. It's like there's very little that you actually have to do to be successful. And most people are running on like, that doesn't mean that there's like a lot to create, right? Like if you probably have a lot of ideas, it takes time to create them. It takes time to get on video. It takes time to write. It does take time and energy, but there's actually very little that you need to actually do and commit to powerfully move your business along. And it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes fun. Okay, no more questions. So I'm gonna go, but hopefully this space gets launched. The course gets launched in here tomorrow if I finish the sales page. If not, it will soon. And just letting everyone know here, I'm probably gonna do a pre-sale price for this group only. And it's gonna be for a couple days. So just make sure that you're in the group if you're feeling the calling, so you don't miss it. Sydney had a conversation today about oscillating in between 3D, 4D, and 5D. Do you have any thoughts on that concept? I believe that it's happening all at the same time. That's my personal, just like, yeah, I believe that. I believe that we can like come into a 5D consciousness. We can like pop into a different dimension, especially if we're doing specific practices, or let's be real, if we're just choosing it in that moment, or we're doing medicine work or whatever it is, we can definitely like rise dimensions, right? But ultimately every dimension is always happening. There's no like that dimension's over there. Like all dimensions are existing right here, right now. So it's like, what are we choosing into? And I would say this download was like a mix between all of them plus 11D codes streaming in. Hey Katie, just saying hey to you. I see that you're just popping in, but I'm about to leave. Yeah, thank you all for being here. This was incredible and so fun and juicy and alive and activating on so many dimensions and levels. And I'm such a cute little, like, at the end, I'm like, I don't want to go. It feels so yummy. Okay, but I am going to go because I have other things to do. And I want to tan today in the sun when the sun comes back out. And then I have a Sex Goddess coaching call of the day. We're on our second coaching call for the Sex Goddess container. And then I'm going to be and create the sales page, and I'm so excited. Sonia, I guess sometimes I have that fear of being stuck in 3D yellow. That was beautifully said. Thank you. Yay. You're welcome. You're never stuck. If you're stuck, it's because there's a part of your being that is choosing to be stuck, but no outside force or energy or experience or anything can like stick you there. You stick yourself. Yeah. You're so, so, so welcome. So happy that this is all landing so beautifully for all of you and all of you silent listeners and watchers. I see you. I guess I'm like, whatever you want to make this out to be, you. But I see you, and thank you for being here, and excitement for what is to come.